Whoa! I fucked up the music cue again! Oh,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just so excited to get in the show. I'm just, I'm
it.
ready to fight fascism with you here, my buddy, the Attorney
Fascism
General.
fighting fun day. Fascism fighting Fridays.
I would like to,
Fridays.
right at the top of the show, bring up the obviously horrible thing that's happened in the past hours. OG fascist, original Antifa member, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has left the mortal coil. And
you just call her OG fascist?
OG anti-fascist.
Oh,
did I forget the anti?
You forgot the anti. You just called her the
OG. Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure it's Mussolini is the first one, but it's really the concept. Anyway.
Really screwed the pooch on this one.
That really sucks. Gonna pour one out.
Pour out some Bud Light for Ruth
Bader
really Ginsburg.
That one wasn't us. We did kill Herman Cain, but we did not kill Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So I just it's a rough day. How are you feeling about it, Attorney General?
How am I feeling about it? How am I feeling? I'm really sad. I saw it. My roommate texted me. Ruth Bader Ginsburg just died, and I literally I felt it was just like it was honestly like a wave, because I was like oh I already know the circus that's about to happen in Congress, and I was like I do not have like the emotional capacity for this right now. So I literally texted my roommate, whatever, just the word. It's like, whatever, dude, don't talk to me about this right now.
Yeah, it's also when you're sharing a silent helicopter with a roommate, it gets cramped, and you guys, it's about personal space, and I get it. I get it. I understand. Well, just to get that off our chest, start the show off on a very sad note. Let's try to pick it up. Let's get into some demands, Attorney General.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's your first demand here?
All right.
I'd like to say this is Antifa's ongoing list of demands for the new America. We add to them every week. This is the Attorney General's for the 10th episode of the show.
This is the 10th episode?
This is episode 10, yeah.
Wow. Big
Milestone.
1-0. Big 1-0. God, this makes my demand. I feel like I need to be ready for this. I don't feel like this demand rises to the occasion, but we'll see. So my first demand, don't you just hate the DMV? Don't you just hate that wait?
Yeah.
Don't you just hate that wait? Yeah.
I hate it.
Here's what we're gonna do. Once we overthrow the government and rebuild it from the ground up, baby, you'll be able to do everything you need to do at the DMV online, and all you're gonna have to do is show up to take your photo, and then you're out of there. You're out.
Why can't you just text them a photo?
God damn it. You know what? That's why we're partners in crime, because that's a better idea. We're just going to...
That's what we're a team. We're a team. We can't do it alone,
Completely online. Not even have to go there. You're going to have to go there to pick up your goddamn ID.
I love that.
Just so that they know that you're you. All right?
And you could pass your driver's test with a video game.
Yeah.
Play GTA.
Yeah. Pass your driver's test with a video game?
Also, let's add on to that. Let's just get rid of steering wheels. Drive cars with PlayStation controllers.
If we can find the technology, then I'm all for it.
It's already there. They're just not letting us have it.
They're not letting us have it?
No.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised from the people who took away American cheese.
Oh boy.
No way. No way.
All right, I got a demand here.
Hit me with it.
Wildfire needs to be tamed. Okay? That's one thing I wouldn't say normally. Most things that are wild should stay wild, but fire, it's getting a little too wild, you know? So I would like to tame the fire and redirect it east. Get it
redirected east.
Just point it east. Send it across the entire country, east coast to west coast, and then they can feel it. They'll know it's real. So that's it. That's I don't know. It's a hard one.
So your demand, just so I have this, because I think slow after I got into that candy accident. So what you're suggesting, what your demand is that fires, we just start pushing fire across the country.
A tamed fire where you go, you burn that, you don't burn this school, you burn that bank, and the fire will do it.
So we're just steering a fire in the direction of a
tame fire, a controlled, it's a controlled burn of our economic oppression.
Okay, it's a controlled burn. It's a controlled burn.
Yeah. Propaganda.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
Here's my thing. It sounds like you're just setting innocent people's property on fire.
No.
And
See,
I'm kind of not down for that.
It's a tame fire.
It doesn't matter if it's tame or not.
We'd only point the fire at things that should burn.
All right, that's subjective though. That's mad subjective. Like, what should burn? Here's for example, if you show, and we've talked about this multiple times. If you show me the late 90s movie, if you show me the late 90s movie Pootie Tang, just like on DVD, I'd say, yeah, set that motherfucker on fire. But you're like, only set half of it on fire because you've talked about how you only like half of that movie.
Yeah, we'll just set Louis C.K.'s writing credit on fire.
All right. Well, so we'll just have to find a common ground.
He wrote Pootie Tang.
He wrote Pootie Tang?
He wrote Pootie Tang, yeah.
Yeah, set it on fire. Why not?
All right. We're gonna move forward with demands, guys. We have so much show tonight. We've got two really special guests on the Antifa stream this evening. We've got Maggie Clancy and Kendall Mayhew from Ground Game, who are going to be coming up in a second. We've got another special surprised guest following them. But right there, before that, we're going to do something really boring and stupid. It's the news. There's lots of stuff that happened this week. This one, we're starting on this because this is particularly upsetting. I don't know what the fuck this asshole was thinking when he's like, LeBron, you should pay for the guy that shot the police. Like, I would only support this if LeBron is giving the guy that shot the police officers money. Is that what's happening?
I didn't read this story. Do you have a little bit more backstory on it?
Okay, so there were two police officers shot in Compton a few weeks ago. Yeah. Or maybe last week. I think it was actually during our show.
It was during our show?
This is our alibi. We're clearly innocent. But now the police the police are asking LeBron James, why don't you match the reward money? Why the fuck would LeBron James ever want to do that?
What are they trying to do? Is this, I feel like he's trying to like square LeBron up in this like a gotcha moment.
Yeah.
But like, what are you trying to get,
just
bro?
Petitioning people to I don't know. Fuck the LA County Sheriff's Department. They're
fully funded. They should be able to afford it.
We did last week on the show, Rob confirmed that he may have started one of the fires on behalf of Antifa. I'm not going to confirm that. He said it. I'm not going to fall in line with it, but here's some people online that also think we're starting fires cuz this woman has a can of gas for her chainsaw, and I would like to say That gasoline is for fire. We've been trying to tame the fire, and so far it's not working. But we're trying.
Right.
And that's sorry.
And our methods, you know, we're not. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. A lot of us aren't, you know, trained firefighters. We're not getting any info from nobody.
And I think that's part of it too. The firefighter. I'm much more of a fire protester or a fire tamer. You know, that's more. I don't want to fight anything but fascists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm definitely a fire de-escalator myself.
Exactly. A de-escalation engine. That's what we should call it.
Sometimes you just, you know, man in front of a burning wildfire just saying, hey, chill out. Chill out. What are you doing?
Well, skipping ahead to some other stories here. This is some other Antifa taming news. Antifa training wild animals. My uncle is a cop a few towns over told me those lost souls in Antifa are training small woodland critters to attack hikers. There are so many trails in the area. I want to let people know that this group is doing to corrupt not only our children, but our wildlife. Raccoons and weasels are the most common target. Good luck out there, Trump 2020. I'd also like to confirm this story. This is absolutely 100% a thing we've been doing for a very long time. The first we started training stray cats to kill aristocats, and that really actually worked well. And then from there they moved up to aristocrats, and it's gone well. Yeah.
Who would have thought that you could train a cat to be an assassin? You know, just a stray tabby.
Mice. They would think that. This young fascist got eggs thrown at her.
Oh.
I don't know entirely how I feel about it. It kind of makes me a little happy. Yeah, this is just a tip from a local fascist. If all the people destroying and subverting your country hate fascism, it might be time to look into fascism. So if you're a fascist, I would say go along with that.
Yeah, go for it.
This isn't really news. This is more just an example of the sort of logic we're battling against here. Do you want to be Tom and I'll be Tina here, Attorney General?
Sure thing, Tina.
Yeah.
Cool. Trump probably did. I'm not gonna do a French accent.
That was
Trump
French?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't fucking come for me. Trump probably did rape a 13-year-old, but he had to as part of his deep cover operation. Just my opinion.
Tom, I thought about that also, but damn, I just couldn't do that. No matter what the reasoning is behind it. Ugh.
Ugh, Tina, just goes to show how strong Trump is. He can rape a child for the greater good. God bless him and forgive him for raping that child.
People believe this. People in our country believe this statement.
That's a lot to.
I may be a terrorist that kills police officers with a sword inserted into my butt, but this is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what was the worst part of today. Reading that RBG died, or just reading these three paragraphs.
Oh boy, this is Jason the Duck. He is impromptu cart man, leader of Antifa, the only person really in the country that we could trust. George hired him. I've only met him a few times. He's good. But they caught a photo of him at a protest recently.
I love that guy.
He's a good guy. He's a solid guy, you know?
Specifically because he knows how to cook the fuck out of a chili.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right?
This is a story we actually covered recently, that witches are on our side. We had a witch on the show. She told us all about it.
Mm-hmm. We had a beefing witch on our show a few weeks ago. That's the thing. I like that. I like her. I love witchcraft. I did not like the beef that was getting started.
The beef was hard, yeah. Left-wing indoctrination. This is literally this brainwashing program they're fucking coming up with is like so Because these are also the sort of things that he can just do that will be in school now, and now people will have to fight to remove them from schools.
Well,
Like because there's also no way Joe Biden is ever going to be like, I'm removing the pro-American history thing from people would go nuts if you remove the pro-American history. This is just like putting a wedge in children's brains to ruin our country and make them dumber that you can't really pull out very easily.
It's insane. The thing about it, when I read this title, I was like, are history books not already pro-American? Like, did you just not read the book?
Oh boy!
Did you just not take any of the 12 history classes that you were supposed to take?
We got some more news. I'm gonna throw one more story up on here. This right
soup.
Here.
And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? Yes, sir. And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family.
Oh, man, I love that so much.
Don't forget to get soup for your family right after you purchase your soup launcher from the Antifa website.
Oh, yeah, the soup cannon from the Soros store. Get your Soros bucks, load up that soup cannon, bring it down to the streets. I think it's time for our guest. What do you think, AG?
I'm so excited for our goddamn guest, PC.
We're gonna bring him in right now. It's Maggie and Kendall from Ground Game LA. How are you guys?
How you doing?
Hello.
Hey.
What's going on?
So much for having us. It's an honor to be here. Congratulations on double digits.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
It feels like just when I turned
episodes. Amazing. And also such great work in the streets.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I bet you guys have seen us out there shooting soup at police and killing people with our butts.
Yes.
A lot of lentils went into that, and
those are heavier. That's good.
Listen, I do have so many cans in my house. It's true. I do.
You actually were telling us earlier that you are a canner. You're
I know
into the
how
canning
to do
game.
Canning.
So do
you think that's a coincidence?
We might need to get you involved in our munitions factory. We'll get you talking to George, and we might make the biggest can of soup that you could possibly make to drop on Washington.
That is all I want, is just to learn how to make a huge can.
If they can
make
like
a can of whoop ass.
But I'd like to make a massive can as well.
Exciting stuff in the chat here is saying a canning cannon. Yes, thank you. Exciting stuff. So Kendall, Maggie, let's just talk, right? I'm a terrorist.
Let's get the skinny.
And you guys are
not
activists. Not terrorists, but close enough, probably.
Okay. I think some people might say we're
some
all,
people might.
Yeah.
Some people might.
It just depends on. It all depends on your perspective.
What does Ground Game do exactly? Give me the rundown. I got a lot of stuff. I'm up in my silent helicopter, making school kids gay, giving Herman Cain coronavirus, lots of stuff like that. So a lot's going on.
Right. That's what we call the work.
The good work.
Yes, the work.
The work. Doing the work.
The work. So it's not, I'm usually, as I said, in a helicopter. That's air work. You guys do groundwork.
That's where the name comes from.
What is it? Let me know.
You should take this one, Kendall, or do
I can take it.
Take it.
So, okay. I will be switching between making jokes and being serious. I will seriously answer the question now, which is that Ground Game does a lot of different things in Los Angeles. One of the big ones is we, really work towards like civic education and engagement, just like letting people know what is going on in the city of LA, like who's in charge and stuff, because most people that live here don't even know who their elected officials are.
No.
And like a big part of our, theory is that like if more people knew about what was going on, we think people would be working to change shit and would be working to change shit in a leftist way. That's really what we think. So that's like a lot of what we do.
I love that.
And then we have like, we produce a lot of media. We actually have a Twitch show as well on Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights? What's
Wednesday
the plug that Twitch?
PM.
Is it Ground Game? Is that the Twitch address?
Ground Game LA, twitch.tv/Ground Game LA.
Oh, I'm gonna throw
we
that
have
in the chat.
Yeah, we also have a podcast. We live tweet city council meetings. And we stream that
English
as well.
and Spanish.
We have a in English and Spanish. We have a website called Knock, where we do journalism, where we actually report on what's going on. And then we do a lot of work.
Is that like a slight at this show?
No. Oh my God. No.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh my God.
Making sure.
Oh my God, no.
We've gotten like beef. We've got unexpected beef from guests before. Just making sure.
No, we are longtime fans and students of this show.
Oh wow, that's so flattering.
Stop. Thank you so much.
Well, we honestly, I'm going to be real with you. We have not tapped into that Soros money yet, so we are taking notes about how to get there. Like, if it's what you guys are doing, then we're gonna have to, learn what you're doing.
Yeah,
I want to get those checks.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get you all the Soros bucks. You guys are gonna be rolling in silent helicopters and soup cans before you know it.
All we want.
Yeah.
What we would do, LAPD has 19 non-silent helicopters, and it's like embarrassing. Like, get yourself a silent one. Like,
tell me about it. Tell
you
me
got
about
what, 1.75 billion a year? You can afford silent helicopters.
One of them rear-ended us the other day. It's like, what? You don't? Come on.
Come on.
Let me just be clear that 1.75 billion number, that's not even their whole budget. That's just payroll.
Right.
Their budget is actually $3 billion, over $3 billion, and not a single silent helicopter because they're not even economic or strategic.
You know what? You're the Los Angeles Police Department, right? You have $3 billion at your disposal. Make 4 Avengers movies.
Hello.
Right? That's if you live in this city and you have that much money, you have to make Avengers movies. Okay? That's on the demands next week.
Legally speaking, that's what you have to do. Yes, to go back, Ground Game. So Ground Game also works in coalition with a bunch of organizations in the city to change the policies of the city for the better, and to do, like, we do mutual aid work. The beginning of the pandemic, we helped to create Mutual Aid LA, which has redistributed literally almost $200,000 to the community at this point. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Totally, incredibly awesome. And we do tenant organizing. We help people fight their landlords. We do a lot of shit. We do a lot of good shit. We do arts and crafts.
So
too.
when you're helping people fight their landlords, is it like are you doing like Krav Maga?
Yeah, it's
MMA
mostly
stuff?
Physical. Yes,
and
capoeira.
Capoeira. I love a breakdance fight. I love that.
Different people want to use a different method. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's an interesting fighting style, and I really respect it. So, because as you all know, I do have a robotic left arm from my candy accent that I mentioned earlier in the show.
Right.
Wait.
God, too many Toblerones. So how did you land on Krav Maga? It's such an interest in not your typical like boxing because everybody boxes. I box, whatever the fuck. Krav Maga, I was interested in it.
Yeah, Maggie, I'm dying to know too because I actually don't know the origin.
Wait, you said Krav Maga. I said capoeira.
I did not say Krav Maga.
I said Krav Maga.
Oh,
okay. I don't even know what the words Maggie said were, so I need more.
I said capoeira, which is like Brazilian street fighting, but it's like very like it's fluid. I don't know how to describe it.
It's like kind of dancing. It's like a jujitsu.
It's like dance fighting, which is very reductive.
Dancing.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson.
You have to be bendy. Wow. You have to be like super bendy.
And that's important because landlords, like honestly, like you never know where they're gonna go.
Oh, I can't move.
You never know.
Never know.
You really.
And you can like say expect the unexpected all you want, but like it's very different when you're in the actual fight, with your body. So
yeah, I understand. I watched The Karate Kid growing up. Thought I could fight. Then Danny Kaye fucking whooped my ass real hard. Fucking don't like to talk about it.
I kind of want to hear about it though.
No, you know what I want to hear about? I want to hear about there's a man in Los Angeles that I hear is to be quite frank up to no good.
You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
Yeah, which one?
I will be more specific. Fucking don't like to talk about it. Name is David Ryu.
Oh,
right, David Ryu. Ryu.
I keep seeing him on the hit lists. It's another thing. I don't know a lot about him. I'm curious why he's on there.
To be specific, when we say hit list, it's all the people we want to
get on the Billboard charts.
Get on the Billboard charts.
I think they're thinking of giving him an album. Wink, wink on the.
You want to get him residuals?
It's a lead album.
Now. We have a list of people that we want to make turn into super musicians.
That's going to be the official story. Yeah,
that's true. That I have heard that Antifa at the hands of Soros has its eye on a lot of Democrats, like David Drew.
Yeah. I mean, if you're unfamiliar with our plans,
target.
we got a lot of. Number one plan is once Biden takes office, he will immediately shoot himself in the head, making Kamala Harris the president.
Yeah, who is a secret Marxist.
And Kamala will cede power to Premier Clinton, Prime Minister Soros, and King Obama in the triumvirate of power that will transition into the new America.
Wow.
And then we won't even need a Supreme Court.
No.
Supreme Court, Supreme Court. Who cares?
It'll be the beef Supreme Court, and it will only be cheeseburger arguments.
Just arguments about cheeseburgers.
Like how about which are the best?
Yeah, how many arguments can you have about a burger?
Which one's the best? That one's mine. I ordered cheese. You didn't order cheese. There's a lot. It's a very layered onion, but it's a burger.
Oof, man.
Right. Wow.
So Ryu, back to Ryu.
Rue, like Rue. Like runs with blue.
Okay. Fill me in on this guy. Who is he?
David Ryu. David Ryu is currently a city council member in District 4 of Los Angeles, which means he is incredibly powerful.
District 4 is like all over the place. It's like K-Town, it's like Sherman Oaks, it's South LA. Like it makes no fucking sense.
And District 9 is where the aliens are, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which is like
Woodson.
Which honestly we need a whole other episode.
Really, yeah.
Right.
District 9.
Something that we talked about earlier.
A lot of cans getting thrown around in District 9. You know what I mean?
Eat the kid food. They throw cat food cans. Anyway.
And they're all South African.
In that part of LA, yeah.
Yeah. Look, LA is an international city. We say that all the time.
It really is.
And that includes especially District 9.
Little South Africa is just...
I stand by everything I say on this show. 100%.
Something that we were talking about kind of outside of the show is just like how much power that the city council members have. They oversee like a surprising amount of people, like an eye-bogglingly a large amount of people.
It's bad.
What is it, like 468,000? What's the exact number?
It's approximately 270,000 people.
Whoa.
Per district? I thought it was even more.
No, it's and that means that they represent more constituents than any other city council member in the country, certainly, and probably the world.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, you think, like Chicago has what, 50 aldermen? What, I don't know what New York has.
51 aldermen in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, New York,
that's
like
close
we have
to
15.
like the mayor of like Boston.
Oh yeah.
Right? That's like the mayor of most small American cities is, a few 100,000 people. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, the capital of New York State is Albany, New York, and they have like 90,000 people.
Wow.
And
so like,
so
you want to run 3 Albany, New Yorks, yo?
Yeah, which then nobody wants to do that, obviously. But because like, do you want to deal with the Nexium cult? No, you don't. That Nexium cult is in Albany. I don't know if you're watching The Vow on HBO.
I didn't realize it was in Albany. No.
Headquarters in Albany. My husband is from Albany. This is why.
Always upstate New York.
He has been
you're
making
just like
jokes
a big Albany
about
fan.
Albany for the last 2 days nonstop because of The Vow. But
it's not really the sort of place where I was like, I'm going to join a cult. It's in Albany, so
this is what
foliage.
This is literally what he said. He said the first red flag should have been when they asked you to move to Albany. Like,
absolutely.
Nobody will do that.
Do you think City Councilman Rue would join Nexium, or do you think he'd be a member, or he would try to get into some sort of cult management position? You think he's a Keith? You think he's more of an Alice? He's like a Keith Allison Mack, or he's like that annoying girl that wants to be an actor?
I can see David Rue doing an MLM.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. He's a landlord. He would do an MLM for sure.
Literally a landlord. Literally.
He's one of how many? There's like what, 7 or 8 landlords on city council.
I think it might be 8. Yeah, we have 8
it's
landlords on city council out of
super
50.
silly.
That should
so
not
2
be
out of
fucking
3
legal.
of our city council members.
And the mayor Garcetti is a landlord, and he actually put a house that he owns, that he rents, on the market to rent during the pandemic for $5,000 a month. And it was listed in the LA Times as a hot property, maybe because the mayor owns it. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't sound hot. I don't know.
I can tell you one thing. That property will eventually get very hot.
Whoa.
Oh, I mean, all property will, baby. The earth is melting.
The concept of property. Am I right?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna show up in front of that house, take off my shirt and strip down to like my man thong. Watch that sucker. Watch the grass get lit up. Because
the fact that he has grass.
Yeah.
Specifically his grass. Watch that grass get lit up by my thong body. All right.
I wonder do you think they mostly own nice properties? Does Rue do you think
this house is like really nice?
No, like where he lives, but the places he rents.
I looked at the listing of Garcetti's house. It was very nice. It was totally overpriced, but
super overpriced.
It was ridiculous. I think it was like a 2-bedroom or something.
What the fuck?
But Rue, like he has one like with his sister or his sister-in-law. I can't remember the exact details.
Rue's is actually like really shady because it's like you know, owned by a trust. You know, he is part owner of a trust with his sister, and so it took a while for people to actually find out that he was a landlord because he has hidden it on purpose because
it should be
bad
fucking
look.
elite because they control zoning laws, they control property taxes in the area. It should be 100% illegal for them to
It's a
own
total
property,
conflict
even
of
in
interest
the,
on
like
on a
renting property
ton
in
of
their state.
decisions.
Yeah,
Makes no sense. And LA is 62% renters. So like, you know, the fact that we have no renters like representation and this is also the same thing for every elected office. So like the state of California, our assembly has currently one elected member who is a renter, and he is retiring this year. So
and how many state assembly members do we have?
25. I'm not sure total, but 25% of our state legislature also landlords. That's statewide. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you wonder why we're all fucked. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe the financial interests of our legislators might.
I mean, our country is literally being controlled by a slumlord that is treating the entire country like an apartment that he's like, you'd stop calling me about the garbage disposal.
Yeah, he's like mad he still owns it.
Oh.
It's like, did y'all watch the Social Dilemma, that like Netflix thing about, you know, social media and shit? Well, like it's like all these programmers being like,
we did a lot of that.
Did you? Well, like, we don't know what the problem is. We don't know what the problem is. I'm like, it's capitalism. They're like, we just don't understand why people would make these kind of programs. I'm like, because money.
Yeah, they're like, how do these things fit together?
Who did this?
What are the ties that bind?
Are they specifically doing a lot of this?
It is.
This
is how the internet works.
This is how the.
What?
Also, just imagine the people in it. They're trying to act like they're not. They're like, I'm sorry, but also they were in their office one day, and their boss is like, "Hey, you think you could write an algorithm that'll brainwash all the children in America?" Oh, yeah, I think so.
Like, of course,
okay, get on that. Yeah. Oh,
I went to
I don't know if that was a
Stanford.
good idea. You fucking come on. You're not getting off that easy. You're going to the stocks, you pieces of shit. You're all going.
That's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
All right, we're gonna have a guest coming in a minute too. So why don't you guys give us some more Rue facts? We got a guest coming and following you up.
Okay, yeah. So David Rue, like just like real barefaced corruption shit. Like the guy takes more money from developers than possibly any other city council member. He ran the most expensive race in the history of the city council. Just now in the primary, spent over $1 million on that race. Literally is taking money from every real estate developer. And when you look into his donations, it's also donations from employees of that real estate developer, spouses, siblings, children of that real estate developer, that kind of shit. And also just like oil companies. Like the dude is taking a ton of money from an oil company that's based in Oman, money from styrofoam packaging companies, which make like takeout containers, which is why Los Angeles still hasn't banned styrofoam takeout containers, even though like Berkeley's done it, San Francisco's done it.
There's paper one. That's they work better than the straws. Like the paper food containers work.
Yeah,
straws still we got to figure out a better idea. But
he may have done some like illegal propaganda too, in the brand new Beverly Press.
Literally like a week ago, he sent an email out that like pretending to be from the Larchmont newspaper.
Those are the Los Feliz Ledger. He sent out. So he had written an opinion like piece that was going to go out in the Los Feliz Ledger about, I think it was about climate change or something. And they'd posted it online, and then Rue's campaign like email address sent this out to 30,000 people, but the sender, it didn't say like David Rue for city council or whatever. It said Los Feliz Ledger. So like it looked like it came from the newspaper itself, and then the newspaper up. Well, I mean, they said
it's also illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
They won't let us retract this. They're like, nah.
They won't let us promote our show on Facebook without proving our identities because they think, well, we're terrorists. But we should still. They're economic terrorists. We're brick and mortar terrorists, and I just feel like It's got to be a level playing ground. You can't let one terrorist in and not another terrorist. It's either all terrorists or no terrorists.
I thought this was America.
Maggie also did like a deep dive into David Rue's like
the sexiest thing, campaign finance ordinance.
Hey, if anybody can make it sexy, it's you.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you can, but if anyone can, it's you.
I'm like, okay, I'll just say no. So basically, long story short, no, I won't do it. Long story short, so he's been in office since 2015 as city council member, right? And so once you're elected, you get to make a committee called the office holder committee. It's like, okay, you can use this to spend money on things for your job, like making flyers for COVID, or community information, or like I'm gonna go take a workshop on something and learn blah blah blah. What you're not allowed to spend it on is any sort of campaign, anything, like not even just for you. Like you can't oppose like anyone else. Like it doesn't matter if it's like a race you're in or not. Like you cannot use any of that money for any sort of campaign reason whatsoever. And that's exactly what Rue did over and over and over.
Well, you can't trust any of them.
Well, some of it too was like unauthored, like uncredited authored, like gas up pieces on Rue, being like, look at what he did. We're so proud of him. And then it would link to his campaign site without being like, hey, this is a paid ad, or like this is, brought to you by blah, blah, blah.
You can,
which is like,
you can rely on the fact that they aren't technically doing paid political ads. It's, as you said, it's an MLM. It's actually just they're trying to make money for their real estate scam. So technically, it's not politics.
It's his downline. If his downline shared it, does that violate campaign finance law? I don't know.
I mean,
territory.
Well, he's very good at like, because he got kind of called out for taking a bunch of money from real estate developers. He's like, oh, I'm gonna return it. Like, my bad, we just missed them. But then like he was able to argue like, well, I'm gonna keep money from this architect because he doesn't do stuff in LA all the time. So like that's okay. And like, so he was like literate enough in campaign finance to like make the exceptions, but somehow all the other stuff like slipped through. Like it just doesn't add up for me.
Yeah, he's real shitty, and he's also like a total hack. He's like really bad at all of it too. Like
he's such a knockoff. Like anytime, Nithya
Yeah, so Nithya Raman is running against him. She like fucking killed it in the primary. Like best showing from somebody challenging an incumbent in over 15 years in Los Angeles. She got 41% of the vote in the primary, which is massive. Like that's a huge deal from an insurgent.
Well, and he outspent her 3-1 too.
Yes, and he outspent her 3-1. And he got 43% of the vote. Okay, so like she's coming for him. And so this election is between the two of them. So since the primary, David Rue has literally just adopted Nithya Raman's platform, like in some instances, word for word tweets, like tweeted out literally her tweets, like amazing shit. And it's because he like either he's that bad at this, or he actually thinks people are stupid and won't pay attention. Like he genuinely is that cynical about his own voters, which is like the worst part of it, right? Is that
that's
like
the vibe I get, which is so upsetting.
Yeah, he's like genuinely like pissed that he has to contend with anyone. Like he's just mad anyone is running, let alone like a really capable like woman who like knows what she's talking about and stuff. Like he's just fucking livid about it. And like in their last like candidate forum, that was super obvious. Like he kept getting really angry. Like it was like, David, like, are you okay, man? Like, are you okay? Like you're
how
so
angry are we talking? Are we talking red in the face angry, or are we talking
like super angry, like weird, like it was like coming out sideways a little bit, like just like awkward. Like it was like, David, like David, do you need like a glass of water? Like it's okay, like you're all right, man. Like you don't have to be like this. Like you don't have to be so angry.
Somebody better get that girl a sham wow, if you know what I'm saying. How can you hate a sham wow? Always makes me happy.
Sham now.
Well, guys, we've got a surprise for you. We've got some special guests coming in.
David Rue?
I haven't exactly
That
confirmed
would
the
rule.
guest. It was a last-minute booking. I do know that his name is Leonard. What's your last name again, Leonard? Oh my God, Leonard Beechwood. He's coming in hot right now. We've got him on his way to the studio. Leonard. Oh my God, Leonard. Hello.
Hello,
Leonard.
everybody. How you doing?
Oh, great, Leonard. How are you today?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
how are
good.
you?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's really great. How are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
Wait, are we
calling us
supposed to
from
see
today?
Leonard?
Yeah, Leonard.
You should be able to see Leonard. Yeah.
I don't see
I
Leonard.
don't see Leonard.
Oh, now I see
Oh,
Leonard.
wait.
Oh wait, no,
I
I
see
okay.
Leonard.
Now, oh yeah,
Now I
there.
see Leonard.
Now I see Leonard.
Oh, coming in hot. You were right.
Coming hot. What's up where you are, Leonard? This is Maggie and Kendall.
Pleasure to meet you, ladies. How y'all doing?
How dare you assume?
George
Likewise.
booked you on the show. I don't have a lot of
How dare you
info.
assume.
I'm just curious. What's going on, Leonard? You got it. What are you doing here tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I'm sitting about 2.8 million rats behind me on this property.
Whoa, you're a
Holy
rat.
fuck.
You're a rat rancher.
Oh, rat farmer, rat rancher. It'd probably make more sense, but I'm a rat farmer. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Do you?
Okay.
So, what do you? Is like
You just
you
got a
milk
lot
them?
of rats? What's the deal, yo?
I got myself a whole farm of rats. Yeah. So about
Fuck yeah.
2.8 million rats.
That's so many.
That is a
That's
lot of rats.
A London double-decker bus. I'll fill about 20,000 rats alone. And
That's it. I feel like it would fit more.
well, not these rats. These are big-ass rats. These
Oh
are big
yeah.
rats. Guys, I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I got all these rats, and I think they could help us out. I think they could help everybody out here. I got all these rats, 2.8 million rats. I think we can do something. I think we can work together. Go put the little rat army.
Do you
All
think
right.
they could like do
So
door
if-
knocking since they're not susceptible
Yeah,
to COVID?
Oh.
Throw a little mallet on a few rats. Probably. Let me see. Mallet, 2-pound
yeah.
mallet, 6 rats.
Yeah, I think voters are gonna love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Put a little message on that.
It's like the Democratic Ratatouille.
How?
You know? The Ratatouille of democracy.
That's
I love
definitely
that.
what
I
people are
absolutely
gonna
love that. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I got a note here. You know, I'm always looking to expand my business, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what's that word? Synergy. We working together.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The rat farm business is not going well.
Oh,
A
no?
lot of businesses have been hit really hard by COVID. You know.
Yeah.
It's a
True,
hard
that's
time.
true.
Yeah.
I've been telling people rats are recession proof. My whole family's been telling. I'm a 3rd generation rat farmer, so you know
Wow.
we've been preaching that for quite some time. What was that you said? What was that catchphrase?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yeah, like
Ratatouille.
a car.
Of democracy.
Ratatouille,
The
democracy.
Ratatouille of democracy.
That's fun. People relate. It's delicious. I love
Like
that.
get Patton Oswalt involved.
Oh, he loves getting out the vote.
He does.
Yes.
And he voiced Ratatouille.
Probably.
He voiced what's
Talk
his
about
face?
synergy. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
this is
This
a
is
great.
Love it.
Feeling.
This really helps you understand how the pieces fit together when you do this with your hands.
Love these sharp.
Yeah.
Great.
Like
That's
it's a great
fantastic.
reminder, and it's right there on your body all the time.
This reminds me, just a general rat question. When you've got so many rats in a
Got a lot of
space,
rats. That's
do
right.
their tails ever become entwined in sort of a rat king,
Oh,
as
like-
I've
like a
heard?
rat king.
Like this sort, more like
Yeah.
this, I guess.
Oh,
you
sure,
know?
man. The rats getting all sorts
Bit.
of business that you wouldn't expect. You know, yeah, parts they'll get tangled, but they'll figure it out because rats are pretty smart, a lot smarter than you probably
So
think.
they untie their tails
They're
themselves.
They are.
Yeah,
super
they'll figure it out.
That's good
Yeah,
to
so-
know.
They'll
good
figure
to
it
know.
out.
We'll figure it. You know, we'll put them out there. Do about anything. I'm thinking about we getting some water balloons, bring them in them fires.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
Do
like
you-
Like the rats would firefight.
Do your rats have like their own kind of like city council? Do they have like their own elected officials? I know they are really smart.
How are the living conditions of your rats, by the way? Are you like
buried?
Married?
Varied?
Buried.
Varied.
Varied or buried?
Varied.
Okay, so
buried and buried.
So there's like some highfalutin rats with mansions.
Maybe
and
some of them are buried.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure. We respect the dead around here, like everywhere else. Tragedy happens. Life takes its natural course, and yeah, sure. You got to think of the lifespan of rats about 4 years, and I've been rat farming my whole life. I'm now 43.
You've seen
a lot of dead rats. A lot of dead rats, and
a lot of dead rats.
Leonard, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go on, shoot. I got the answers for you, most likely.
I've been single for a long time, not a good time.
Oh my God, David.
And I'm just.
I mean, not David. Shit.
Sometimes people call me Dave, which is whatever. We were talking about a David for a
Cool
long
name.
time.
It was. We were talking about David for we're talking about David Rue. My mind slipped.
Yeah, David Rue.
It's fine. We don't look alike, but it's okay. I've been lonely for a long time, not a good time, and I just miss caressing like another, just like a warm like person or that loves me back. Do you think that you could get enough rats to kind of stand on top of each other, like leg to leg, body to body, until they're in the form of like a kind of a person, specifically somebody who looks like I don't know, maybe like a hairier Usain Bolt? Do you think your rats could do that? Because and do it for me, like maybe like once a month, just to grow my heart a little bit,
You have to have gotten this question before.
I've gotten this question. I've definitely gotten this question, and let me empathize with you. It's hard out there,
it's hard out there.
It's hard out there. I'm divorced myself.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
or I'm happy for you.
I'm sorry.
It was bound to happen.
But also, you're probably liberated.
Yeah.
I like that.
Something.
Yeah, I'm liberated. But okay, man. I'm sorry. I'm getting off track here. The truth is, hells yeah, you can do it. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, these rats, you mash them any way you want, any sort of. I got a whole little rat.
Wow.
Rat.
They're like Play-Doh.
They're very malleable. They'll just squeeze in at the tight spaces.
But can they run as fast as Usain Bolt?
Yes, probably. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't tried it, but yeah, probably.
Was it the sort of so you get like a pair of pants and a shirt, and you like stitch the shirt to the waist of the pants and tie the ends of the shirt and everything, and then you pour rats into the top of that, and then that fills up with rats?
Yeah. At a certain point, you could pour probably the first like 2/3, then you're gonna have to start shoving. You're gonna have to start stuffing rats.
You know what? I gotta say, this is like, if we can take a step back and say like how great this is for the movement, Like this is
like Willard, right? With the rats.
Yeah, it's like a real support to Antifa everywhere.
What's Willard? Willard.
It's with the actor from Charlie's Angels, the first one where like he like smells the hair and it's kind of creepy.
That's the movie, everybody.
Like it's like him. He like controls a bunch of rats.
He does. Yeah, he's a rat man. He's actually
he's a rat man.
He probably researched your work before he did that.
He might be Antifa.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh hell,
part of the future is this is why I was asking you about the conditions for your rats, because part of the plan for the future, the rats will be rising up. They will be claiming their place in society among us, and I'm just like, are you a good rat landlord or are you a bad rat landlord? Do they pay rent?
Do they? No, they don't pay rent. They don't pay rent. They live.
That's huge.
Enough for me. They're living.
Huge. Do I have a UBI?
I hope that in due time, man, I'm not gonna. All right, I'm still a money man, guys. I'm trying to. The rats aren't for free.
You're trying to run a business.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
trying.
you're a money man? Okay.
I'm
We're
trying to
also
make money.
under capitalism.
Okay, you know, I've been this. You got to understand, 3 generations this rat farm's been building,
Sure.
not one.
Right.
I mean, I probably sell, I don't know, 10 rats a year, and mostly to teen boys for pranksters.
For pranks?
For pranks.
Yeah, that's got to be a big
pranks.
market.
I remember
was-
in high
yeah.
school, I bought a bunch of mice from the pet store that was directly next to the Gap, and then I let them go in the Gap, and somebody screamed, "They're gonna eat the sweaters!" Great memory. Little off topic.
Wait, it was. I have a high school mouse
Pretty
story. It wasn't my high school, but it was like a neighboring high school for their like senior prank. They're like they bought a bunch of mice and like we're gonna spray paint them different colors, so they run around the school. They buy a bunch of mice, they spray paint them, and they very quickly shut them in a box.
And they
so
died from the fumes.
When they go to open the box and
Awful.
dump them,
That's terrible.
half are dead.
just
That's
dumped out
terrible.
a bunch of dead rainbow
Half are just
rats.
running around like half.
April
Oh
Fools!
Oh my
Buffalo
God.
Grove.
Has that ever happened to you, Leonard?
Oh, great question.
What's the specific question you're asking me?
Have you,
Have you ever spray painted a bunch of mice, put them in a box by accident, forgot, closed it too fast, and then they suffocate? Half of them suffocated, half of them went cuckoo from
First,
oxygen deprivation.
mice terrify me.
That's
hate
what I was
mice.
going to ask you. What's your opinion on mice?
Wow.
They're like, cause they're disgusting. They're squirming around, little old tiny and stuff. A rat's like it's kind of like your classic, like, oh, are you a rat person or a mice person? You know, and I'm like more of the rat, but they're more a little cuddly, and it's like
That's
your
true.
cats and dogs.
Sure.
Mice say they give me the creepers.
Yeah. Just
They
they're
give me the
little.
old-
They're little. They're real. Do you like jump up on a chair and go, ah?
Yeah, sure. I got a few sometimes like that. I mean, I'll try to. I mean, no mice is getting in my house. With,
This
I
is
mean,
one
got a-
thing I was
got a
trying to.
rental.
You were exactly the person who would know this. I was googling this last night.
Yeah, go and shoot.
If a mouse is really big, is it a rat? And how do you know you don't have any really big mice? And if a rat is really small, how do you know it's not a mouse?
Great question. A rat's cuddly. Mice ain't.
Okay.
So I kind of said that. That's why I like a good cuddly rat. Mice still are like, ooh, you know what I mean?
I mean,
So-
I think usually
that?
people think the other way.
So
The other way.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Usually people think the other way, Usually people think mice are the cute ones and rats are the, like the Rat King in the Nutcracker, or like the mice
Evil.
in Sleeping Beauty. They're
Or
nice.
Ratigan in Great Mouse Detective.
Or,
But, like, what about
the Great Mouse
Ratatouille?
Detective.
We already.
Ratatouille,
I just
except
gotta
for
say,
the
I
role.
feel like
Damn
we're
it.
experiencing a cultural shift, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
we're
maybe
more of a
we're-
rat world than a mouse world now. And
Or,
you're
It's a
or maybe,
rat
or maybe
world.
we're a both world.
I hope so. Like I said,
I
I'm
don't know.
2.8 million rats, and I financially ain't doing well.
Sure.
Imagine not.
You're saying
Yeah.
they live in a double-decker London-style bus?
No, it's just a reference. No, I've never been to London. It helps people visualize just how many double-decker buses full, of rats I have. I'm trying to, because I'm working on stuff. I got to visualize for people so I can sell these rats. And
you got-
solve the problems. I mean, I'll donate rats. I'll give you 1,000, you buy 1,000, stuff like for the Antifa.
Wow, BOGO?
Oh wow.
Wow.
I mean, I ain't all bad. It's not all about the money, but I do look a little bit, sure.
I think we can
Wow.
actually do a lot of stuff with rats. We can definitely, strap some Molotovs and some soup cans to them.
Well, I was just gonna say that, like, since they're onto us about the soup cans, might be time to mix it up.
Maybe we should
mean-
start
Rats.
throwing rats.
Let's Black Plague
I
this shit.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, I think part of it is that we have to indoctrinate the rats. They have to become terrorists and join. And then
Easy.
they're doing it under
easy.
their own will. They're basically like a suicide bomber.
Of course, I could live feed a ceremony for you anytime. I actually have a little altar I made for myself. They're all Christian, by the way. I do baptize them myself.
Ooh,
So
okay.
Wow.
I don't know if they can be
Oh,
Antifa.
That is a lot.
Ay,
That's a lot of baptizing.
I'm mostly baptizing. I get about 2 hours of sleep a day.
Wow.
You're
Because
just
they have
mostly
they have a lot of them
every
too,
day.
right?
Oh yeah. Oh, about 20,000 are born a day.
You know what
Well,
I heard too?
every individual.
If you touch a baby rat, the mother will then kill it, right? Because it doesn't smell like her anymore. Is
That's
that
not always
happening
true.
during when you're baptizing these baby rats?
Dirty rat myth. Why?
Wow, fake
Yep.
news.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Fake news. That's
do,
right.
Do you think it also might be because at this point now you just smell like a rat too, so there wouldn't be they wouldn't notice the smell difference?
Huh.
Yeah. Like co-evolution.
I guess, yeah, I'm kind of like the queen rat, I guess, when you think about it. I'm kind of like rat big
You're
rat.
their mom. You're their mom.
Yeah.
Huh.
You're the rat mama.
The rat mama.
Yeah.
I like
do you think if we were to throw rats, like, do you think there's any chance of those rats, living with the fascists and, infiltrating, changing things, from the inside?
Oh, a spy rat. Oh, that's a rare breed, but I've got a few spy
like
rats.
Like COINTELPRO, but rats and, for the good guys.
The benefit is I influence these. Everyone baptized by my hand. I choose their destiny right then and there. It's kind of like putting the hat on in Hogwarts. And if I want to put a spy on a rat, I can do a spy hat.
Excellent reference.
Yeah, very timely. Very good.
Interesting for a Christian too.
Yeah, that's
separate.
Perfect.
That's religion. You can it can be exclusive.
Yeah.
Mutually.
I'm glad you have an open mind like that, Leonard. I generally oppose imposing religion upon masses of animals that you own, but as long as when they're old enough, you give them the freedom to choose a religion and explore those options, then I can support your right to do that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, they're free to change their minds whenever the hell they want.
Leonard, I'm just gonna hit you with another one. So, I'm having a Sweet 16 birthday party for my 28th birthday. Do you think?
Hey, didn't your birthday happen?
General
Attorney General?
It happened like a month ago. But I'm a planner.
Sure.
I'm a planner. Do you think nobody came to my 25th birthday party.
My 25th?
Yeah, I turned 25. But that's in human years.
Human years.
28th birthday is coming up.
In Antifa years.
In Antifa years, I'm 12.
We're all teens.
We're all teens. We're all preteens. And I'm having my Sweet 16, but I'm really afraid that nobody's going to show up because, me, grown man, having a Sweet 16 birthday party puts people off. Even my friends, even the attorney, even the propaganda czar
does kind of put me off. You could call it a Sweet 26.
What about George? Is George going to come?
Oh, no. If anything, we'll have like a blowy sesh over Zoom at the end of the night, but I don't think he's going to come through.
Yeah. George has been really busy lately. He's been spending a lot of money to buy American politics.
The stakes are high.
Yeah.
So high.
My question is, would do you think your rats would want to come party with me on my birthday?
Aww.
Because I don't want to be alone on my birthday. I'd rather be surrounded by rats than nobody at all.
Yeah. We know.
Are you feeling okay, AG?
Yes.
It's just there's I've been hearing some dark stuff in your mostly your rat questions. Just if you need, non-rat touch. You can go to one of the Comet ping pong orgies. They're still going on. They're just masked.
I don't know.
Which orgies? Why am I missing them? What?
Oh yeah, Comet ping pong. All that stuff about them being kids is totally wrong. No kids in the basement, but there are a bunch of adult male politicians blowing each other. Mostly, George is always the light of the party. Lady G's been there a bunch. At first, we didn't want to let her in, and then she's actually fun. Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham.
Oh, Lady G.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty generous, and once again, I can relate. Plenty of years, no friends, no human friends at least. And I'm going to send over a Mazda Miata full of rats.
Wow.
Do you only measure things in vehicles?
It's the fun way.
It is. Yes. It is.
It does make it fun.
Thank you.
What
sounds like
hold on.
It sounds like
before we even think about sending a Mazda Miata full of rats.
2 Mazda Miatas.
I feel like this is a high carbon footprint idea. I'm thinking
we'll roll it. We'll have rats, other rats roll it.
You know, Leonard, you're lonely on your rat farm. AG's going through some stuff right now. He's in a silent solar powered helicopter. So he could land that thing on your rat farm. You guys could hang out together.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Wow.
That's the
Wow.
thing.
That's great.
That's the
I got
thing. I want
all time
to have it at
Guys,
one of my
again,
birthday
it
party
really
to be
feels like
It's like wow, a through line.
I love that
energy.
And while you guys are hanging
with the
out,
rats.
I'll start training the rats to be terrorists. They're gonna start knocking door to door
coming too?
in LA to get city council
Let's
removed.
get it.
And maybe they'll like pass out Ground Game's voter guide from Knock when it drops at the end of the month. Maybe they'll pass that out. The progressive voter guide we're doing.
They will totally.
Maybe the rats can do that.
Out.
We can paint it on their little bodies.
Oh, can we train the rats to form words like drug grouping in a big thing? They spell things out.
Yeah, we should.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, these rats are real.
That would be great for like propositions.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell you which to vote yes and no on in a formation.
Exactly.
If rats told me, I would be so impressed that I would have to vote that way.
Yeah, and then since you have these silent helicopters, you could take aerial footage of it easily.
Absolutely.
And silently.
That's the plan.
So they would stay in place.
Usually a lot of what we're doing is writing Black Lives Matter on city streets, taking a picture from the sky, and then immediately city council removes it. Yeah. They just want to get that one picture, put it on the news, and that's it. But now we can do it with rats anywhere we want. So
20 million. We could span probably couple let's see, about that span about 9 10 20,000 Taurus wide.
Wow. 20,000 Ford Taurus is wide. That's wide.
Jeez. That was my first car.
Early 90s Taurus too. There's
mine was a 1990.
Do you remember?
That's exactly
how wide it was
in my mind. Was it blue?
No, it was like this kind of like goldy, pukey color, and like it definitely just like sped up on its own one time. It was Goliath.
It's a death trap. It's a death trap.
It was a coffin on wheels. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely not that. I mostly get around on the rats. So
how many coffins full of rats?
How many? That's not a vehicle.
What size coffin?
That is
like a human coffin or a rat coffin?
Rat coffin. Because it's probably 2.8 million rat coffins is how many rats.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right. Now does this coffin got like an engine and some wheels?
It is a Dragula, yeah.
Oh, then that's about 682,000 Dragula coffins.
Oh my God. That was so fast that you did that math.
Are you also a math genius, Leonard?
Amazing.
How did that happen so quickly?
God,
I just know mathematics. You know, I'm used to giving pictures.
Hell yeah.
Mathematics, absolutely.
God.
It is such an honor to speak to somebody who's like clearly a legend in their field.
Prolific.
You know, Leonard, I think you're the Andrew Yang of the future. You know, his campaign slogan was math. Yours is going to be Rathmatics.
Rathmatics.
Put it in a hat.
You're going to get in there. George is gonna
Put
give
it
you
on.
some funding. I've got a lot of ideas with these rats. We're gonna blow this stuff up. We're gonna
Holy
do this big.
shit.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. Synergy. This is gonna be great.
Same with ground game. We're gonna throw a bunch of money into ground game now. That synergy is gonna
Yeah.
happen, and within a few
Great.
weeks, you're gonna see your streets flooded with rats knocking on doors, handing out political pamphlets.
Guys,
Ah,
every
Perfect.
rat purchase
realize.
for my rat farm, I'll give 2 rats to ground game.
Wow.
Ain't no joke. That ain't no joke.
Oh my
You guys
god.
touched me,
Ah.
today, and I
And they'll
appreciate
breed from there. Then you'll just have how
They'll
many
breed like-
how many double-decker buses of rats will they have after a year of rat breeding?
Oh, for you guys, and we're assuming how many have been sold because you get 2 for 1. I need a starter, guys. You tell me. Okay,
10,000. 10,000
Yeah,
probably.
10K.
I don't know.
so 10,000 sold, so like
That's
that,
good.
30,000 like that. Double decker, about a year. You said 365 days.
Yeah.
I started.
Correct.
Okay,
Maybe
exactly.
it's a leap year. 366. I don't know.
366.
365 and a quarter.
Okay, that's
To
about
be accurate.
46,582. Now, and then there's a couple. It doesn't work out perfectly, but that's real close. You know, there'd be half rat there.
I
Ish.
believe you.
You know, it really works out too because you know the lifespan of a rat is exactly 12 months. So
Is that-
yeah, that's just a dumb fact that I know.
Wow.
Sorry, it's not a dumb fact. It's a good fact.
Maybe the rats you hung out with my last 4 years. So
And you know what? If
Whoa.
like a
Wow.
city council district has 270,000 residents, that means these rats only have to knock on what?
Oh,
12 doors?
I got an
Each.
even
Before we have
better
the whole
idea.
thing covered?
You know what we have to get rats the right to vote, and then we can
Yes.
flood districts with rats.
And that's
'Cause they're
just
technically residents.
democracy. That's just democracy.
It's so
Yeah.
much easier to buy rats than
The
buy votes.
cornerstone
We just-
of democracy is
We
the
put
right
them
to
in
vote.
all the rich districts, and then they overflood it. Yeah.
They for centuries have been pushing the rats out of the rich districts into the poor districts, and you know what? We're doing it back to them.
And we
Why
know
do you think they got such a bad rap during the Black Plague? Do you think they started it?
You'd
No.
think a plague
was all a
time,
smear
plague
campaign.
time would be
Smear
a big
campaign against
booming
rats.
rat business time too. You know,
Yeah,
no,
one would
it must
think.
hurt the rat image, I guess too. You know, people think rats, but they think bad.
Oh,
it
Oh,
honestly
really?
does,
So
it does
bad.
make me sick.
Well, guys, we're running out of time here now. It's
Yes, we
10:15 Pacific Standard Time. Solar powered silent helicopter is running out of battery juice, so we got to land somewhere soon. But
I got one
Well,
more. I got
what,
one.
what do you
more
got,
thing I
AG?
wanted-
Throw it out there.
Just want to ask Leonard about this, just because he's so knowledgeable about cars and stuff. There's a gay porn site called Bait Bus,
Yep.
where they get gay porn actors to sit in a car and get a blowjob from who they pretend to be straight, and they get a blowjob. And the person they get it from ends up being a man. They're like, "Whoa, I didn't know this was gonna be a man." And they're like, "Well, do you
Right.
still want to do it?" And they're like, "Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let me at him." My question is, how many people do you think? Whatever. How many rats do you think could fit inside of a bait bus?
A bait bus and with the two human people in there as well.
Yeah,
'cause
with two people in
it's
there.
impossible to tell.
And a camera crew.
And a camera
I have
crew.
no idea.
there has to be enough space to engage in their activities as well.
Yeah, you need to get like the exact angles. You know what I mean?
Freedom of movement.
Guys, this is
Freedom
rat.
of movement. It's not porn unless there's penetration.
I mean, I have no idea what a human person size is.
Right.
'Cause you're not a person.
I mean, I'm like, okay, all right, I'm a person. Doesn't mean I'm looking in the mirror trying to find out my height and size like a friggin' weirdo.
You're
I
not
know-
a mathematician. You're
Yeah,
you're into
I'm not
mathematics.
a mathematician. I'm not practicing
That's true.
mathematics. It's rat.
Yeah, you never claimed to be that.
Mathematics. Yeah. Okay, fair. I'm sorry.
So
Let's just-
Draw the line.
Let's get
it's a
like,
great
ballpark.
question. I love the question. It's ballpark. All right, so let me say,
Well, it's an important question.
Okay, I'm working on it. It's hard. Okay, a man.
I can send you a video of a bait bus right now.
Average man is about 43 rats. 43 rats. That times 2, a whole crew. We got
Is that the metric?
grip, lighting.
I believe that. That sounds accurate for
Sounds
whatever
right.
reason.
Grip,
Yeah.
DP, director, assistant director.
Sure.
There's
Yeah. Don't
on
forget
the
sound.
on the bait
sound
bus.
department.
There's a
What about Crafty?
on the bait bus. There's a DP and a director.
Is Crafty
of
in the bait bus?
Crafty's outside the bait bus, but they have to be able to like,
Yeah,
give like
fit in
small
there.
treats.
They got to be able to fit in there. So we need the Crafty's hand to fit in there.
There's probably a PA.
A PA, yeah, that hand's got to be in there too. So that's 2 hands, and then whatever they're shoving in there, some stogie, some sandwich rolls, beef roll,
2 hands.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah,
Love those.
roll,
Some
some thick Newton
beef rolls. Yeah.
bars or something like that. Then you gotta fit snacks in here. So Fig Newton's about.
Yeah. What about those
That's
big
one rat,
jars of like pretzels? So you can put them in a cup.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have that there.
Uh,
All right, about 13 rats in that pretzel jar. 13 rats, 4 rats.
And like loose peanut M&Ms.
Fig Newton.
Loose peanut M&M.
That's probably
Crafty.
38.
Is really where you can
Crafty's
see
just
this
an arm.
happen.
That's about 7 rats.
Crafty.
You gotta account for air
you guys do
pressure
this?
too. Air pressure.
Air pressure.
Oh,
People,
Yeah.
Does the bait bus have like a? Does it have a skylight or a moonroof?
Oh, important.
Oh.
we ain't gonna do that, right? What, you want the moonroof open? I gotta recalculate for the moonroof now.
Well,
I
it should have an
was
emergency
wondering
exit
if it
if
was
it's a
factory.
properly.
We're gonna be
It's a
safe here,
bus.
but we gotta just commit to the numbers. We gotta
Are
move.
there doors on either side? And
Is
there,
it a coupe? Is it like 2-door, 4-door? What are we talking?
It's like a
Sounds like
the van?
2-door. It's like one big white van.
White van.
So it's
Well,
not.
vans are like 4 doors.
So it should be called the bait van.
It should be and that synergy, because I've been saying that for like what 10 goddamn
Let
years.
me tell you guys, Bait Van is a different show, and you don't want to watch it. You don't.
We don't want to watch it the way we do want to watch the bait bus.
Bait Bus, fun, like it. Bait Van, don't.
No.
There's a bunch of
No.
old ladies on the internet that are trying to stop that show. So
Good for them. They're
Ooh.
Antifa.
Okay.
no,
I know
they're
that.
not. They're different. They're not.
Not.
This is about fishing, right? Fishing tackle, bait? No.
It's
Or-
is
or-
the
You don't bait.
Attorney General is the Bait Bus about fishing?
Oh no, it's like
kind
they
of
are
fishing.
fit. They are fishing actually.
They are fishing.
They get on the
They're
bait bus and they go,
fishing.
check out my worms. I got so many worms growing in this butt.
Wow.
I don't
You wanna
know how
see
you
my tackle
nailed that.
box?
God.
You know?
Somehow that's one of the most disturbing things I've heard in 2020.
Everybody get on the bait bus. It's full of worms. And now it's full of rats.
You're really nailing their Louisiana accent.
I
Is that it?
Yeah.
small
What does
fact, I used to
Louisiana have to
drive
do
the
with it?
bait bus.
Wow.
What?
That was
I
my-
thought that was you.
That was my job in
I-
college, yeah.
Is that how you met George Soros?
You know what? Actually, George Soros used to produce Bait Bus. He still does, and then he's like, you know, you're
Yeah.
doing a lot. You're doing a lot driving this bait bus. How would you like to
Like,
be
I see what you're
a
driving.
propaganda terrorist? And I was like, you know, George, I love Bait Bus is my passion, right? But I need to like move forward with my career. And he's like, let's do it. Let's put you live. I'll pay for Bait Bus. I pay for most of the TV anyway. So let's do it.
Right. What's
Oh, yeah,
another
makes
show?
sense.
You know,
Yeah, drop the
also
bucket.
on the books, technically George Soros only has as much money as the LAPD, but let's go on.
Only
Yeah.
just.
Leonard, do you have any parting words for us?
26,803. I put it in the calculations and I took a lot of stuff and you know what? I did have
Oh my god.
judgment. I had the moonroof cracked open. So
How does he
28,603?
do it?
what
Wow.
And I did have to round up because once again it came down to like a half rat or 3/4 rat. So I always round up because you always push that.
But a few of them are runts. Like a few of them are
mice?
littler.
It's not a mouse. It's a small rat, half rat.
Somebody talking mice talk? What's going on?
Half rat, mouse? No, half rat.
No, I'm saying runt rats. Runt rats.
I'm sorry, Leonard. I really pissed you off at the end of that show.
Yeah, is someone talking about mice talk? What the hell's going on here?
Oh, there's one right behind you. Look out.
Shut up. Okay. Wow. Very funny. Very funny.
Cold.
I thought we were all having a good time. We're going to come over here for a little rat party. And oh, I guess I'm hurt.
We will. No, we will. We're going to land. I'll show up with AG later. I'll introduce you guys. We'll all hang out. We'll start funding this whole thing.
I'm so excited.
Thank you for being here, Leonard. Thanks for bringing us this rat opportunity, teaching us about mathematics.
Rattertunity.
It's so cool to know the
Thank
future.
You, Kendall. Do you guys have anything you want to? You guys are raising money. Is there a place people should go? Is there a thing they should donate to specifically? Well, what are you gonna? What would you want to throw out here?
I mean, always. I mean, mutual aid.
Yeah, so if you want to support our mutual aid work, you can go to mutualaidla.org and you can donate there to our mutual aid, or you can sign up to be a volunteer. We definitely still need people to help their community members out by like translating stuff into English if you speak another language, or helping people navigate how to get their unemployment, or delivering food or supplies to people, or doing outreach to unhoused folks. You can do that at mutualaidla.org, or you can donate to Ground Game so that we can do this work, so that we can print voter guides and do shit like that. GroundGameLA.org. Knock has a Patreon.
Knock.
We do, and we've got swag.
Yeah.
It's our like journalist arm, and like we got all the editors, and I'm not just saying this because I'm one of them. Labor of love. We pay our writers, but a lot of us are working this on top of other shit, and like it'd be chill not to have to write clickbait and also do this.
So if you subscribe to the Patreon, you get stickers and cool enamel
t-shirts. Yeah, there's enamel pins at one level. There's press pins at another level. There's
we have a beautiful enamel pin coming of Mayor Garcetti licking a boot.
Ooh, I want that.
Right?
That.
Epic,
That's
right?
my Christmas.
This is the only place you can get it.
We're gonna have to work out a deal with Leonard soon, and we'll have
Leonard,
an enamel pin of about 28,000 rats in the bait bus coming to your town to change politics.
Do that, guys.
But also, if folks are interested, like Phone Bank for Nithya Raman, who is running against David Rue, who we were talking about, who sucks so bad. Go to her website, nithyaforthecity.com, NITHYA for the city. There's also other great candidates running. Fatima is running for assembly in South LA. She fucking rules. Godfrey Santos is running for assembly. He would be the only renter in the state assembly if he wins. He fucking rules. He's a public school teacher. He's incredible. Constantine Anthony running for city council in Burbank. David Kim is running for Congress.
Love David Kim.
We got a lot of good candidates actually in LA. So get involved in a local race because that actually matters.
Yeah, if you're pissed off about like national things, like obviously there's a lot to worry about there, but like the down ballot shit, especially in LA, like because we are so influential. Like we are the first to have militarized police, and then that just went out everywhere. So like we are very much like the tastemakers, so to speak.
So let's bring our fucking rats here, Leonard, and we're gonna eat. The rats are gonna eat all the police.
For God's sake, if you have a pet rat, join Ground Game. Do you know what I mean?
You're already in Antifa if you have a pet rat. I'll let you know that right now. Rats, all from here on, Leonard, mass declaration, all rats are in Antifa.
That's just it.
All rats are in there.
The end.
All of your rats belong to Antifa.
You got any last parting words, AG, before I play the outro?
I just no, just Leonard, thank you for being here. Kendall, Maggie, thank you for being here. Thank you for the work that you're doing. It's really wonderful.
Everyone can do the work. It's like
And
Spider-Man.
everyone can do that goddamn work too.
Everyone can
Air
wear a mask,
work,
baby.
groundwork.
Air work, groundwork,
Air
sea
one.
work, we'll see. But we'll see.
Jury's
What else
out.
what do I want to leave? What I want to leave the people on is this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know if you don't fucking look yourself in the mirror and just be like, yeah, I'm fucking hot, and it's fucked up that I'm nobody's seeing it. You need to say that shit to yourself.
AG, I see you.
No, you don't.
See, don't worry, Leonard. You and Leonard will cuddle up with a big sack full of rats real soon. It's gonna be nice and warm, and you guys are gonna feel the love of 28,000 baited boys in the bus. You know.
I can't wait to hold my hairy Usain Bolt rat man to
You could hold
heat
Leonard.
up my cold nights.
You could hold Leonard.
That's also allowed.
I'll take the rats if you don't mind.
Oh my God! All right, we're gonna go. We love you, everybody.
Yes.
This is Antifa, the Antifa show. Good night.
I'd like to take a pig out here in this parking lot and shoot him in their motherfucking face.